Today, I want to talk about a story that isn't exactly mine, but my grandma's. So many years ago, when my dad and his sisters were kids fast asleep, my grandparents decided to sneak out and catch a movie because nothing says romance like abandoning your kids at 9 p.m. for a Dollywood double feature, now does it? So, they got to the second show, which was at like 9 p.m., and it ended close to midnight. So then they went home, they had a great time, and they're just in their bedroom getting ready for bed. When all of a sudden, they hear the sound of a woman cackling outside. And they were like, what the heck? My grandma is like super terrified. So she like turns to look at my grandpa and she's like, bro, go outside and check. What? And my grandpa, because horror movie rules clearly didn't make it to India in the 70s, actually goes outside like a crazy person. Like, sir, you had one job. Pretend you didn't hear it and lock the damn door. But no, this man, he decides to follow this laughter like he's Scooby-Doo. And it's coming from the well at the back of their house. And that's already a red flag, right? Like, wells have one job, and it is not storing water. It is being haunted. That is their job. But he walks over to this well, and he looks down, and there's this woman at the bottom of the well, and she's just looking up at him now, laughing maniacally, right? And she's just like, what up, boo? And my grandpa's looking down at her, and he's just like, okay, I guess. I mean, bro's like the nonchalant final boss. He did not care. This man did not care. He just kind of left her alone, turned around, and went back into the house. And in the morning, this lady was gone, which honestly, respect to her. She did what she had to do, and she left on time. So it turns out this lady was actually like a homeless lady that lived in the town and everyone knew her. And she actually did go back to my grandparents' house a couple times after this, but I guess everyone knew who she was and knew that she was harmless. So no one ever said or did anything to her, and that was that. I mean, the big reveal wasn't exactly paranormal activity, it was just this lady who seemed to love the acoustics of our well. So like, who were we to stand in the way of a quick laugh session? Let her cackle all she wants. That's just my girl, Annabelle. She a harmless little thing. Come on now. And so about 10 years ago, my dad told this story to me and my sister for the first time. And me, being a normal person, I was just like, cool story, bro. And I turned around and went to bed because that was just a good night's bedtime story for me. But my sister, oh, no. She's a little theater kid. She a little dramatic, right? She was so shook by the story that she got a nightmare about this lady in the well. And she literally gave herself a fever in the middle of the night from being so scared. Like it was 103 degrees in her body. And for whatever reason, we didn't have any medicine. So my dad had to get in the car and drive out to like Rite Aid pharmacy in the middle of the night at like 2 a.m. And so it turns out, to me, the scariest part of this story wasn't the lady in the well. It was the price of Tylenol at 2 a.m. Like $10.99 in 2015. Honey, that's not daylight robbery. That's midnight robbery now.